Hey everybody, I'm going to talk about something that kind of bothers me. I'm Dinesh Chawla, estate planning attorney, elder law attorney, and probate attorney with Chawla Legal Group here in Michigan. Um, why does this bother me? As an estate planning, elder law, probate attorney, my job is to work with people, advise them, and counsel them around the laws of what's going to happen to them should they be incapacitated, what's going to happen to them and their stuff when they pass away. Um, it's kind of a, a, a lot. We're dealing with people's assets, we're dealing with people's families, the outcomes of which can have drastic negative or positive impacts on a beneficiary. And we analyze all of that and we counsel people into the right plan, the right fit for their life and their situation. So, why do I have Suze Orman up on the screen? Because this is something that kind of bothers me. A plan is not just documents. A plan is structure. It's knowing what all your assets are, how they're owned, how they're going to flow, how they're going to be controlled when you become, if I should say, you become incapacitated and when you die. It's not just that, it's picking the right people to do the right jobs for you when you're incapacitated. It's not always, I'm going to pick my oldest child because that's the way things should go. What if your oldest child isn't the best decision maker for you? What if your youngest child has a disability or special needs? So we want to protect those people. We want to put the right people in place to make decisions for you, to keep your intentions controlling things. To just sell documents around that, blanket documents that you're just plugging your name into without any review, legal review, or legal advice, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made and a lot of intentions that can not be fulfilled or things that can go wrong. So here again is why I'm going in on Suze Orman today. On her website, this is what you'll see. And it's a great picture. I'll give her that much. But I'm an attorney, so I'm going to go straight to the fine print here. And if you can't read the fine print, I blew it up for you. It says Suze Orman Media Inc. provides software programs that include legal forms and information. So let me repeat that. Legal forms and information. It follows, we are not a law firm and we do not provide legal advice. So you're providing legal documents and legal information, but you're not providing legal advice because you're not a law firm. So I don't understand how you can be providing legal tools and legal information for people to use and say that that's not some sort of advisory service there, or an advisory tool or an advisory product. Information linked with a legal tool, legal information linked with a legal tool from a non law firm and non lawyer. And then it says, need help? Yes, actually, I do need help. So, you know what? I'm going to go to the FAQs now because I want to understand my documents, right? Well, here's the thing about the Suze Orman documents. They're all law based in California. They have used, they have used the choice of law provision and blanket statement made it California for all of their trust plans. Here's where that's a problem. Because if I live in Michigan and I say, hey, as this question says, I don't live in California. I reside in a common law state, not a community property state. However, my trust says, quote, construction, interpretation, and administration of this trust shall be governed by the laws of California, end quote. And, start a new quote, all property transferred to this trust will be community property as defined by California law, end quote. Is this trust valid in my state? this person's asking about the validity of a trust in their state. To me, that's a legal question. I don't know about you all, but I'm thinking that's kind of a legal question. And here's the answer from a non-attorney company who does not give legal advice. So a non-law firm company from a non-attorney who does not give legal advice says, yes, yes, it's fine to use California law to govern your trust when you reside in a different state, because that's not legal advice. We're not doing that. But sure, use California law if you're living in Michigan. That's totally okay. But by the way, this is not legal advice. Nope, not on my website. So this is known as a choice of law provision and is frequently used by attorneys in various scenarios. Various scenarios. So let's see what their scenarios are that they're talking about. This principle is similar to the legal ability to form a Delaware corporation, regardless of where you live and whether you intend to do any business in Delaware. So let me explain to you why that's an apples to oranges comparison. The corporate laws of the state of Delaware are very favorable to corporations. So yes, corporations understand that, hey, out of all 50 states, Delaware has the most favorable laws to us. So you know what? We're going to start incorporating in Delaware. We're going to start forming our corporations in Delaware. So in order to make this a valid comparison, we have to say that in this situation, California has the most favorable property laws in order to do estate planning in. So if you can't say that California has the most favorable out of all 50 states, the most favorable law for passing property when it comes to estate planning, then you can't make this comparison as an apples to apples comparison. In one, you're comparing the most favorable state to form corporations to just another community property state that just happens to not be yours. So no, you can't make that blanket statement, and that's terrible, terrible legal advice. So the point being, you get what you pay for. In this case, you're paying for non-legal advice. I'm sorry, you're paying for legal documents from a non-attorney who doesn't offer legal advice. If you call their phone number to ask them questions regarding your trust or advise you on the proper decisions to make while you're filling out one of their documents, do you know what they're going to tell you? We can't give legal advice. We suggest you consult a local attorney who has experience with estate planning. So not just any attorney, an attorney with experience in estate planning. So here's what I have to say to Suze Orman. Do better. And here's what I have to say to the general public. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's one of my friends in estate planning. Please, when you're dealing with where your minor children might go when you pass away, what's going to happen to your family members with special needs if you're in a coma or you pass away? What's going to happen to you when you age out of your home and you need assistance? That's what we're here to help you understand. And we do that through counseling. We do that through a lot of free webinars, education. So to all those people out there who haven't gotten their estate plan done yet, see a lawyer. We're here to help. And do we charge a fee? Yes, because that's our business. We're here to also, feed our families. And most of us do have reasonable fees for the value that we're providing your family. So again, I urge people, when it comes to things like this, you do really get what you pay for. So don't go the cheap route when everything you've worked for is on the line. This is Dinesh Chawla, estate planning, elder law, and Chawla League and probate attorney with Chawla Legal Group. By the way, I always forget to do this because I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing. Hit subscribe. keep this going so we can keep offering you more videos. Thanks.